All right, let's see if this works here. All right, so this is Ryan, Happy Healthy Vegan, just starting a live stream right now. If anyone's watching later on, this is what's going on. It's Saturday, late in the afternoon here in California, and just getting started. All right, we already got people. Hey, Kay, and Shara, and Hedessa, and Michelle, and Lisa. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting. Dalton, Clayton, Bigsby, what's up? Janet. Guys are the quick people here. I've only been on like 30 seconds. Amanda and Ed, you're always one of the first here. Yeah, Kay was first today. Coach Darren, Aziz, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining. David and Veggie Muscle Monster. Wow, I don't remember you on before. That's a great name. And Denise and David Cuspin, Elizabeth, Boise Triathlete. Hey, I got your email earlier. Thanks for sending me that Seventh-day Adventist presentation there. Ernesto and LJ and Sean and Tanya and Rhonda and Lyran. I've been all right, so I guess I'll stop welcoming our first 30 or 40 odd people here. So thanks for joining. Thanks for being on so quick. Been on barely a minute and a half. It got already like about 50 people, and it's growing by the second here. So yeah, I'll start the QA in a second. So I'm not seeing your question. I haven't really read any of the questions. I'm just kind of getting started here. I'm going to do another one of my QA videos like I've been doing the past few weeks now. I'll look for that notification. I'll put up probably today's where you guys can submit questions, and I'll make a shorter YouTube video, like, an 8 to 12 minute video answering like maybe 4 questions. So I'll do that. But today I'll just take a whole round of live questions. And as usual, usually I get, 100, 200 odd people on at the same time. So I don't always see all your questions immediately. So I'm not ignoring you guys. So just ask it again, copy and paste it maybe. So I'll eventually see it, ask it every few minutes or so. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I'll try to get to all your questions. So anyway, I'll just jump in and see what's going on, guys. Let's see. What's my take on fasting? Aziz, great question. I always ask people to ask about fasting. It's just a general concept. Like, what do you think about breathing or living or eating? What do you hope to get about from fasting, Aziz? What do you hope fasting will provide you with? And I'll try to find your follow-up to that question there, Aziz. So ask me, what do you hope fasting will give you? Do you have a deathly or like an illness or something like that? Trying to lose weight? What do you hope to get from fasting? Let's see. What about soy? Again, kind of an open-end question. Like, what about soy? Ask me, what is it about soy that you would like me to answer? I'll tell you right now, I don't really eat all that much soy. Only time I really get soy is when I go out to a restaurant, typically an Asian restaurant. Okay, David asks a question here, a little more specific. This is the kind of question I could try to answer better here. If someone has a history of overeating, let me move my window over a little bit more so I can read without having to strain my neck as much. If someone has a history of overeating when they switch to a plant-based diet, should they still watch their caloric intake to make sure they aren't eating too much? I can tell from personal experience on this one, and a lot of people I've met through my days as a vegan. I would suggest you probably don't have to worry about caloric intake as much. As you probably know, plant foods are less calorically dense than higher fat foods. So even if you fill your stomach up to the same level of fullness, you're typically getting fewer calories on a plant-based diet. Again, assuming your plant-based diet truly is plant-based, not full of high-fat stuff, olive oils, processed food and stuff like that. So probably not. See how that goes. I've heard people, losing, a safe amount of weight. You don't want to lose a bunch of weight really quickly. That's not healthy, but a safe amount of weight, for the first several months as a vegan, just by virtue of their food being less calorically dense. And thank you. Hadessa, thank you for our first super chat tip of the session here. Thanks so much, Hadessa. And if you go check out, I set up our Twitter feed to automatically send a thank you out to for giving super chat tips. So look for us on Twitter. Happy Healthy Vegan, username Ryan Lum. So check us out there. Let's see. So your no question, you just want to support me and Angie and your whole family loves our show. 4 of you guys. Well, thanks so much, Odessa. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing that information and the super chat tip there. Really, really kind of you. And I appreciate you appreciating us. So it's all a big circle of love flowing back and forth here. Bobby, hey, Australia. Thanks for representing Australia. Jordan asked about Tim Sheaf. Poor Tim Sheaf here. Just did a 35-day water fast, and a recent video claimed that he can look in the sun because his body is cleansed. Well, what do you think about that? So what he's saying here, our bodies are somehow impure, and if you don't eat food for 35 days, these impurities go away. And I already thought eating really cleanly, so I'm not sure how he's impure exactly. But if you let these impurities leave your body, then you can stare at the sun. Like, what the hell is that? Poor Tim. I've always been a little concerned about Tim since I saw him get into the vegan scene a few years back. Seemed to always kind of latch on to the more kind of just extreme woo-woo belief side of things, So it's unfortunate he's doing some things I consider to be unhealthy and sharing these experiences with people, trying to pass them on. Yeah, this is what vegans do. No, it's not what vegans do. That's what Tim Sheaf's doing. He's going down his own path there. So I just hope he doesn't get ill, sick, blind, any of these things. I saw him say his organs felt like they're shutting down. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't eat food for a long time. So poor Tim. Not to speak bad of him, just speaking truth. I have compassion for him. I don't want him to get hurt following these weird beliefs from that kind of extreme woo-woo side of vegan. Let's see. Can we make more? Man said yes. Can we make more men's tanks available on our website? Let's see. What do we got right now? We got the Keep It Carb Baby tanks right now. That's pretty much it. We kind of cycle back. We kind of bring the Happy Healthy Vegan tanks back once in a while. We'll probably get a new design too at some point. So well, thanks for keeping that in mind. I got to focus more on getting some new shirts, some new styles for our store. All right, Dave, you like the answer. You've been vegan for 4 years. You're never going back. Awesome. You used to do a lot of processed food and now only eat whole foods. Well, cool. Thanks for sharing that, Dave. And again, thanks for the super chat tip. Look over on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a thank you that I set up some kind of program to retweet a thank you for super chat tips. So thanks so much. But yeah, that's how I feel too. I have no idea, no desires to ever go back to eating animal products ever again. No, none of that. And only eating whole foods. So it sounds like you're doing better than I am, because I eat only whole foods, 98% of the time. That's when I'm in the house. When I go out to restaurants, you don't always have that option. They're not just always just offering rice or potatoes and greens. Often there'll be something odd going on. So anyway, that's the way to do it. Eating a primary whole food diet, plant-based, whole food plant-based diet. And that provides all the benefits that we always talk about on this show. So again, thanks for the super chat tip there, David. Let's see. Do I eat walnuts? Sometimes. I'm not like a huge walnut eater. I'll eat as far as nuts go, cashews, walnuts. Yeah, I used to have a really good farmer at our farmer's market. Had great walnuts, but he got booted out for some BS reason. So I'm not eating as many walnuts now. But yeah, they're a good source of all sorts of good fats for sure. Do we eat insects? No, that would be a big no. They're living sentient beings. No. Let's see. Foods for managing depression and stuff. No, I don't really know if there's a diet that solves that. I've seen some studies that say veganism can helps increase serotonin levels. So yeah, I really can't say, if you go vegan, or any diet, it's going to cure depression or even treat it. That I'm not sure. You might want to talk to a vegan psychiatrist about that. See if he or she might know something more about that. Do we make banana ice cream? Yes, totally, all the time. In fact, that sounds really, really good right now. I should have made some before starting this. Emily asks, how do I deal with non-vegans attacking me immediately the second they find out you are vegan? I don't know. Non-vegans don't attack me. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they know I have a YouTube channel or because I'm 6'5" and 186 pounds. I'm not sure. I usually don't get attacked by non-vegans. If they say something dumb, I'm not sure what my go-to move is. Do I just refute their logic or just play dumb? Like, yeah, you're right. I should be dead right now. I don't know where I get my protein. It's a miracle of the heavens that I'm still walking amongst you guys. So there's many ways to react, but yeah, I don't know if there is a right way. I guess you got to play the situation on what kind of person are you dealing with. Do you think veganism is the moral baseline for food? That's a good question. Moral baseline for food. I mean, there's the moral aspect of veganism, the ethical, and it's food too. So yeah, it's the most moral way of putting healthy food into your body. You're not killing living beings in order to sustain your life. So, I mean, living beings like plants, yeah, but no animals have to die or suffer. So yeah. Let's see. How do I find all the studies I use in my video? Well, nutritionfacts.org is a great resource. Let's see. Yeah, Google returns stuff, Google Scholar, stuff like that. I have a whole bunch of books here, like, say, Proteinaholic from Dr. Garth Davis. He has literally hundreds and hundreds of studies in the appendix of the book there. So, I'm kind of familiar with a lot of studies anyway, just from doing the show for so long. Let's see. Do I use sunscreen? No, not really. I don't get too much sun, despite what you guys think. I mean, like in the summertime, I don't go outside and ride my bike or run in the middle of the day. Usually I'll go like around sunset or something like that when there's no need for it. In the wintertime, yeah, I'll go out and get some sun. I'll run at noon just to get that. But yeah, you're not going to get sunburnt typically, at least not with my kind of skin. So no, I really don't use sunscreen. Haven't used it in a long time. Let's see. Hey, Race Lover, thanks for joining on here, Race Lover. I always feel a little nervous when I don't have a moderator on hand to help out. So thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I bet Byron's asleep right now in England. Bivalves. We're talking about creatures from the sea like that. What's the point? Why consume bivalves when we're talking about plants, eating whole food plants? I don't think bivalves are from the plant kingdom. They're from some others, the other side, the animal side. So no, don't consume bivalves. In fact, even if you talk to non-vegans, how many non-vegans do you know that really consume bivalves? I know I see like anti-vegans try to throw that argument out at me, try to make a slippery slope to eating sentient beings. But no, there's no point. They're not whole food plants. They're not plants. Well, thanks, Alice. A few people have told me I have a cool voice. Maybe it's just my nice microphone here. I'm not sure. Seafood. Well, seafood, if we're talking about, seaweed, that's one thing, which I don't consume much. But yeah, fish and mollusks and stuff like that. No, those are sentient beings that don't want to die. And even if they weren't somehow, say they're somehow soulless creatures, there's still the issue of all the pollution in fresh and ocean waters. There's no sea that's immune from the effects of modern pollution. So yeah, just a bad choice all the way around. From a moral point of view and an environmental point of view, we could have fishless oceans by around 2050. And just the toxic point of view. So why consume seafood? Well, you don't have to. Not every human population has lived near a great fishing source, may have not had the fish in the area or the technology to catch much. So you don't need to have fish in order to be alive. Let's see. How do you get your channel popular? I have no idea. We're really not that popular, despite what people might think about us. So, I really don't know. Let's see. Yeah, no fish by around 2050 sounds scary, because most of our major fisheries are either like depleted or severely overfished. It's not getting any better. So yeah, ecosystems are collapsing. So why contribute to that? We don't have to. Just eat some friggin' plants. It's not like the potato or rice ecosystem is collapsing or anything like that. Let's see. Acne on a high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle. Lauren, I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know too much about acne. our good friend, bodybuilder Brian Turner knows way more about that because he's a vegan and corrected it through going vegan. It was worse, you know, he had a lot of acne before he went vegan. So you might want to check out his channel on YouTube. His name is Brian Turner, Bryan Turner, like the painter. And yeah, just look for him. He's a really nice guy, lives in San Diego with his girlfriend Sammy. They're beautiful, nice people. Unfortunately, they've been really sick with some kind of weird food poisoning for a few weeks. We were supposed to meet up with them when we were in San Diego last weekend. So I hope you guys are getting better if you happen to be watching. Let's see, Mahale Postmog. Thank you for your super chat tip there. Thanks so much. Much appreciate that. Hang on, so I'll be back in 10 seconds. As soon as I start this, I feel really thirsty. And fortunately, I have some water right around the corner here. Just stay right here. Don't go. All right, I told you guys it wasn't going to be that long. All right, thanks for the super chat tip there. Mahale, look on Twitter. Look for Happy Healthy Vegan, our account there, and you'll have a thank you message there addressed to you. So thanks so much. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're always asking the crazy questions. No, I do not slap my beautiful wife Angie. No, unless it's in a a non-violent way, just like slap her arm or something like that, or But no, I don't slap her. Let's see. All right. David, how do I manage to be a beast 24/7? I am not a beast 24/7. Far from being a beast 20. I'm so tired right now. I think I need kind of a rest week from all my physical activity and exercise. Even if you're young, you need it. But once you get older and older, you got to really listen to your body more and more and make sure you're not overdoing it. If you feel tired, there's probably a reason why. And I feel kind of tired today, just physically. Even when I was sleeping last night, my legs were hurting. So, and I know why too. It's from everything I did at the gym on Thursday. So yeah, I'm definitely not a beast. I'm a beast for my age, but no. Yeah, Gita. Is that my pronounced Gita? Siva? Yes, I do lift weights. It's part of my my gym routine that I'm doing twice a week now on typically Mondays and Wednesdays. Play basketball for at least an hour, hour and a half, sometimes more than that. And then after I'm tired, then I go over to the squat rack and spend about 45 minutes there on deadlifts and deep squats and overhead presses, basically. No, Sean Baker did a new video. Race Lover, please tell me about that. Maybe that'll be my next vid. It ticks you off. What did he talk about this time? I think that guy really loves to troll vegans. He's not that popular. So I think he gets a response from vegans, which he does because he says such crazy stuff. And I think he says it on purpose, like that vegan support group he made. Yeah, there's no one on it. I went to that Facebook page. Just no members there. He just likes to troll people. But anyway, yeah, please show me what he said there. Let's see. Why would you make your water hard to reach? I don't understand what you're talking about. It's not reachable. I don't have water in this room. Let's see. Thin Gummy. I look like your Auntie Jeanette. Wow. So your Auntie Jeanette is 6'5" and 186 pounds. Can jump onto the rim at a basketball court and hang on the rim. Can beat players like they're 20 to 30 years old and fit and know what they're doing. Wow, I'd love to meet your Auntie Jeanette. I can't wait to meet my female twin who can hang on the rim and deadlift and everything. That'd be rad. Please hook me up with Auntie Jeanette. Maybe she's my soulmate that I've never met, huh? Anyway, let's see. Okay, have I watched Carnage and Dominion? I don't believe so. And The Real Truth About Health, that doesn't ring a bell yet. Emily, 110 pounds, 5'1", chubby. Not at all. You kidding? That sounds like, like a great BMI, body mass index right there. 5'1", 110 sounds spot on. Um, let's see. Um, what else you guys asking about here? Um, do I like bacon? I assume you're talking about like vegan bacon or something like that. I tell you, I don't really eat much in the way of processed vegan food at home. Even when I go to a restaurant, I'm not looking for some kind of vegan bacon. So I guess the answer would really be no. Um, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, he's a cool actor, huh? I guess that's our favorite Bacon here. Um, Hey Janet, what am I not responding about, Janet? Let me know if I'm missing. Just ask it again. I'll keep an eye out for your question there if you think I'm missing it. S Bean, do I drink kombucha? No, not a kombucha fan. A bit too acidic for me. Um, have I considered guitar covers for stuff? I'm not sure what you mean, like putting covers on my guitar or playing cover songs on guitar. Um, Stop diarrhea on a vegan diet? I don't know why you would have diarrhea for. Vegan diet will, with its fiber, it will help you poop on a regular schedule, but it shouldn't cause diarrhea. Sounds like it might be something wrong with you that's not vegan related. You might want to go see a doctor if it keeps going on. Um, yeah, Darcy, someone else asked this earlier. What do I think of fasting? I always like to ask, and I'll look for your reply, and let me know this is related to fasting. Why do you want to fast for? It's such an open-ended question. Like, for what? Do you have some kind of extreme disease, illness that you can't get cured otherwise? You just want to lose a lot of weight, look like a supermodel, or like, just tell me what it is, and I'll give you my answer. Um, let's see. Have I ever used a product called Heal, a vegan meal replacement powder? No, I've never even heard of it, but I'm not into that whole thing. I don't believe in replacing actual whole food plants with some kind of powder made in a laboratory. Just not the way I roll. I suppose if I were on a spaceship to Mars, that would be awesome, to save on the weight on the spacecraft. But here on planet Earth, I'm going to eat food. Let's see, what part of California do we live in? Southern California, Long Beach in particular. Let's see, not into flat Earth. David, when am I going to Australia? I'd love to go to Australia. That's just a long ass trip and probably cost a lot of money too. So I'm not sure, but it's always been on my list of places I'd like to see for sure. Love to go to Australia. Let's see. What was our favorite restaurant on our San Diego trip? It's hard to say because we watched our vlog from, I think it came out like day before yesterday, about going to San Diego. It was so hot. It was really hard to enjoy the whole experience. I mean, we had a great time, especially at the concert, but God, it was really hard to enjoy. But that pizza at Donna Jean was really good, I have to say. That was a nice pizza. Both pizzas we had at Donna Jean are really good. But yeah, Kindred's really good too. Let's see. Let's see what else. My opinion on meditation. Yeah, that inner work is really good for people to do. I don't do as much as I used to, but yeah, meditation, yoga, yeah, big thumbs up, even though I don't do a lot of practice in that right now. Cool. Kozum Dochi, waiting for your 1-year vegan blood test results. Cool. Be sure to let me know. Share them with me. Let me know how they went. I suspect they'll probably be good. Janet, let's see. You can copy and paste, Janet. I'll try to scroll up one more time and look. Okay, here's Janet. I see your question. You said, again, I want to let people know I'm not ignoring your questions. I just have 175 people on right now, so it's kind of hard to keep track of everyone. But I found your question, Janet. Your boyfriend is paleo, and you're vegan for many years. So you went vegan keto to show him another way. Just got blood tests yesterday. So how were your blood tests, Janet? Let me know. But I think your question in there is just, what to do with a paleo boyfriend. And yeah, it's a tough situation. I mean, you can't force someone to go vegan. You can't force someone to live a life in such a way that they're not needlessly killing animals, live a life in such a way that they're not contributing more to the destruction of our planet than they need to be, live in such a way that they're not eating in a way that's going to help them not get the top leading causes of death. You can't really force anyone to do that. So yeah, you can be a great example. Hang out and watch movies with them. Like, you'll get your blood test in a week or two. Show them Cowspiracy, What the Hell. Let him know if he's athletic. There's vegan athletes out there that totally kick ass, like Kyrie Irving and Serena Williams, just to name a few off the top of my head right there. Kendrick Ferris, only male to compete and qualify for the Rio Olympics. None of the meat eaters were strong enough lifters, but a vegan got in. So, there's just no male reason if they're like really into being a dude. There's plenty of dudes, big ass, strong vegans out there. So anyway, let's see what else you guys asking about here. Thoughts on Trump? I don't want to get on what those called, like hot touch button topics that get people all polarized or anything like that. You guys know where my beliefs are. You know where I stand as far as wanting peace for animals, for the world, and making the world a healthier place, not contributing to its demise through pollution, greenhouse gases. So you probably can figure where I stand with regards to that. So if you can't figure out what I'm saying, you probably don't understand much about the environmental benefits of going vegan. So watch some more of our videos. Let's see. Your boyfriend believes fiber is bad. I mean, that's complete nonsense. That's complete nonsense. Show some science that shows fiber is bad. Like, fiber doesn't cause disease. It doesn't cause heart attack. It doesn't do anything bad. All it does is it helps you poop. So, let your boyfriend know that. I'm assuming he's only pooping like maybe once or twice a week. That's not good to get all backed up and constipated like that. Yeah, show your boyfriend that's just the mountain of science. I was going to suggest maybe like Proteinaholic here. That's a good book to read for you, so you can know how to answer pretty much anything he says, because Dr. Garth David does a great job dealing with that. All the reasons why people erroneously believe they need all to eat all this meat and protein to be healthy. Let's see. Would I ever eat lab-grown meat? No, we're not the intended demographic. Maybe I'll test it sometime, especially if it came from a non animal source, like ethically grown. But that's not what we're into. I just keep on eating whole food plants. I'm doing just fine right now. But I think it's great for the masses, great for pet food. So there's good reason for it. It could totally take off and be a billion-dollar industry. So yeah, if it means fewer animals need to be raised, inhumanely and slaughtered, yeah, I'm totally for it. But yeah, I'm not going to eat it myself. Do I have any dental problems? Not right now. I think last time I went, they were looking at one tooth where there's an early sign of a cavity or something like that. But it just happens to everyone. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well dentally as we speak. Don't know how to get rid of acne, Emily, but I would, as I told was it you or someone earlier? Check out Brian Turner on YouTube. He's a vegan bodybuilder, and he had horrible, extreme acne, and he got rid of it through eating a plant-based diet. So check out Brian Turner on YouTube. Hey, Katrina, thanks for coming on here. Let's see. Tips to boost B12 and vitamin D. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I try to get sunshine. I try not to hide in the house all day or anything like that. So, but yeah, not to the point where I'm getting sunburned. So yeah, regular, consistent, mild sun exposure. And as far as vitamin D, I have a sublingual spray that I take a few times a week. My almond milk is fortified with B12 and D, I think, too. So between that, yeah, my blood tests are always really good there. Okay, what else is going on in here? My thoughts on vegan gains. Yeah, he's doing his thing. Each vegan YouTuber has their own thing. We have the doctors like Dr. Greger. He does his thing. Vegan gains appeals to a different demographic than, say, Dr. Greger does. You know, we got our own thing going on here. So he has his role. He generally gives out really great information as far as like the logical reasons for being vegan, and likewise the irrational reasons to be irrational reasons that people give against veganism. He debunks them like I do. His dietary advice is pretty much how we eat from what I remember. So yeah, he's doing a great service for sure. You know, he's reaching a lot of people that, you know, probably wouldn't give a crap about us. Let's see. Any recs on vegan dim sum in SoCal? Yeah, there's a place in San Gabriel. Just go to Happy Cal and type in, you know, San Gabriel, California. I think it's called like Fine Garden or something like that. So yeah, check them out. Just make sure you go there. If, you know, it might be a language thing. Make sure that everything's vegan. They says they are, but I've heard some people say maybe it's not, but check them out. It's called, I think, yeah, just check out. Yeah, that's probably the only one I could think of. It's in the San Gabriel Valley, in the city of San Gabriel. Yeah, Vegan Gains. Yeah, he's an odd person. He's the only person I know that's quite like him. But yeah, he's smashing it. Let's see. Am I running an air conditioner? Hell yeah! If you can probably see the mini split right up there. Hell yeah! It's been hella warm for the past like week or so. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be able to have all this stuff on, all the lights and stuff like that. It would be sweat be pouring down me, and my computer would probably blow up. Let's see. Let's see. What is my favorite Avenger? I don't know. I don't watch that, so I couldn't tell you. Is it weird to feel scared around high-fat foods? I don't mean about scared and around. I mean, just don't eat them. I mean, that's my take on high-fat foods. But then again, not all high-fat foods, you know, are bad. I just try to avoid oily stuff. But like avocados, I'll have an avocado almost every day, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. I'll have some kind of avocado sliced in a sandwich or in the form of guacamole. Hey, I live in California. We have, you know, some of the world's best avocados here. I have nuts and seeds every day, not, you know, like a ton of them, but I'll have like a, you know, I'll eat my pumpkin seeds. I'll have my cashews, sometimes walnuts, as we were talking about earlier. Yeah, so I have, you know, overt fat foods every day. So I guess maybe you shouldn't be afraid of them. Artel, yeah, so I miss a lot of questions with 212 folks on right now. So just ask it again, and I'll eventually see it, I hope. So yeah, I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Just, you know, think about it. If you had 212 people on right now asking you questions, you know, the odds of you getting answered are not that high. But I'll get to it for sure.
I've got a question for you.
Angie's got a question. Hell yeah, Angie has a question, guys.
If I'm not getting the internet
on
my desktop computer,
okay,
as in I can't hit YouTube,
okay,
what would you do?
I would restart. The internet obviously is working.
Yeah, that's why I was coming to check. You're still chatting.
I'm on the internet right now.
I can't get on YouTube, Facebook, nada.
Want to take over for a second as I get a cup of water?
A piece of chocolate.
And a piece of chocolate. Uh-oh. Okay. Chocolate.
Uh-oh.
Is an octave of the sun. In fact, it's the energy directly from the center of the sun. I'll be right. I'll be right back.
This is really good.
I'll be right back.
So what are we all chatting about here?
I'll check your computer.
Okay. Oh, my eye makeup smeared. I was crying because I couldn't get the internet. So guys, I don't know what was going on here. Okay, hi everybody. Oh, thanks. I've had this dress a long time. I had to like pin it in the back because the elastic's coming out. My friend made this a long time ago. Let's see. I would close on other applications. I do drink coffee. Ryan doesn't. Gita, I'm kind of addicted to cold brew, honestly. Let's see. What's my knowledge on bodybuilding? I don't have any, really, honestly. When are we going to get You've Got Me Spinning Circle song, YOLO Random Guy? Well, you're in luck because actually what I was working on in my office is I'm designing the album art for the new Love Spirals album. And because so many of you guys like the demo that Ryan has been playing nonstop on his episodes of the show, I convinced him to finish up the song. So we went in, I did like new vocals and he had a guitar and we you know, really massaged it and caressed it into an awesome song that sounds a lot like the kind of music we were working on when we first got together. It's kind of like a light pop drum and bass. So it's done. We've just been trying to figure out where it fits in the playlist. Our new album, it kind of goes all over the place, as Love Spirals tends to do. If you've been, you know, watching our vlogs for a long time, you know that sometimes we were kind of like into Americana, sometimes like blues and jazz, sometimes really dream pop. So all of that's in there, plus a little bit of electronica. So it's been a challenge trying to figure out what song should follow which song. There's even like an ambient song, and I'm like, should we keep the ambient song? Should we leave it off? I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I'm missing all the questions. Favorite romantic movies? Wow, that's tough. Ryan's kind of a little bit more of the rom-com guy than I am, which is really strange, I know. There was this really great one a while back. He used to be really into Renee Zellweger. And there was one with her and Ewan McGregor that was like 60s style. It was really funny. We lent the DVD to his mom, and somehow she like gave it away. So I don't even remember the name of it right now. Angie, do the live stream pretending you're Ryan and mimic his answers and voice. Oh, God, no, I'm going to get in trouble. But I notice when he gets upset, he really enunciates. When it comes to protein... Angie, do you drink kombucha? S. Bean asked me. I really don't. I did for a while because there's like a really great local kombucha company here called Fine Feathers, but I noticed it makes me feel really acidic, so I stopped that. JC wants to know if I like the Beach Boys. That's funny. When I grew up, my dad definitely listened to them a lot, so I'm pretty familiar with their work. And my mom claims to have dated one of them. I cannot verify. I think the drummer. She even claims that one of those songs is about her. Something, I forget. It's been so long. It's something about stealing dad's car and saying you're at the library, but you're really not. But yeah, I haven't listened to them too much lately, but yeah, they're pretty good. Paul John Johannesson says, dream pop. Yes, there's some serious dream pop on the album, though more on the dark, sad side than on the light, fluffy side. Wow, you guys are going so fast. David Rich wants to know if I've ever thought about trying some death metal vocals. To be honest, in the 80s, I did try my hand at some, I don't know what you call it, like hardcore punk. I did a little bit of that, and there's some like really bad cassette recordings of it, but yeah, not recently. What else? Ryan's favorite romance movie is anything with Patrick Swayze in it. Hey, thanks for reminding me, Race Lover, because when we were in San Diego last week, we went to this, it was a cafe, and they were playing 80s music the whole time. And we heard Footloose, and then that got us talking about whether or not we'd seen Footloose. And then we thought of that Patrick Swayze movie, Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah. And
we said, note to self, let's watch Dirty Dancing one night, because neither of us think we've ever seen it. And that's kind of like, isn't that Swayze in his prime?
I got an interesting conclusion from your internet problem.
Uh-oh, I don't like it. What?
This computer that we're on right now, live streaming, seems to be the only device in the house.
See, I'm not crazy.
Nothing. The iPad,
not crazy.
My phone, nothing's connected to the internet. The only way to get back would be to restart our router, which means this.
How do you have the computer online?
I don't know.
You're the only American online here. What's up?
The only thing I can think of is maybe I've been stuck in the same tab and it's just connected. I'm not sure, but
dude, clearly people are able to see what's going on.
So yeah, I have the only internet in the house right now. Which is
Daddy took the T-Bird away. Yeah, okay. So supposedly it was like poetic license that they made it a cooler car than it really was. But you know, my mom tells a tall tale, and you honestly can't really believe anything she says. So who knows? Wow, there's a lot. Ryan, what do you think of healthy keto? Oh gosh.
I always ask people, what do you hope to gain from a ketogenic diet that's impossible to gain from the way that Angie and I eat whole food plants? I'm not sure what.
Come on, you know they want weight loss.
And it's all about weight loss, right?
Everything, it always comes down to weight loss, it seems like. No one cares about keto, lol. Thank you, Guild Films. Let's see. Have we ever tried fresh durian? Fresh. I mean, we've had the whole durian that you have to find the seam and crack it open. I mean, on some of our really early videos going to Fruit Lux, you'll see those kind of durians. Even those aren't really fresh because they're frozen. So we've never been in a country where the
it goes away.
Uh-oh.
No, it comes
Oh,
back.
okay. I thought we finally lost the internet.
When we were in Hawaii, I went on a mild quest for it, and it just wasn't there.
What? Paul again. Angie is the cutest name ever besides Kiki. Kiki, do you love me?
Someone's saying, I guess they're talking about keto, weight loss, or central nervous system dampening for epilepsy. Yeah, I guess if you have epilepsy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that topic, to be honest.
I've heard.
Just what we saw in the Magic Pill.
I've read. Yeah, no, it's beyond that. I've read that's why I think keto got not invented, but whatever, it was used as a treatment for epilepsy. So I guess if you have epilepsy, which we don't, yeah, we'd do a little more research into it. Other than that, I'm not into it.
I love you too, Jerry. Race Lover says you're gonna flip for Swayze and Dirty Dancing, babe. Oh god,
Patrick Swayze.
Flip for Swayze. That's a good one. So someone keeps asking if we've seen that Costco's put 2 new vegan items on their food court menu. There's no Costco around here, so I haven't gone to one.
Yeah, we don't pay for the membership. But I read how they booted several non-vegan items off the menu to make room for these vegan items. So that's a win. Total win.
Yay.
Yeah, so for all you Costco members, go and check it out and let me know if it's any good.
Oh, Janet clarified that the only reason she's trying keto is to be similar to her paleo boyfriend. That's got to be a challenge.
Oh, she was the one asking about her paleo boyfriend. Yeah. I saw your question earlier. Yeah, Janet. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to try it just to have some kind of bond there, but I think he should try to become more like you than you like him, right?
Well, I mean, that would be the ideal, right?
Yeah.
Do I ever get tired of cooking or preparing food? Jess, yes, I do. Sometimes. Like this morning, I was like, what would you say if I suggested we go get brunch at Seabirds?
Which is a local vegan restaurant?
Yeah, we haven't been there in forever. And so we rode our bikes down there. It was great. And I actually filmed a little bit to start compiling stuff for an Eating Vegan in Long Beach vlog. 'Cause I don't want to eat out in restaurants all day today, like as if we're on vacation. Yeah, I know. Because we have some leftover soup from yesterday. Anyways, so Donkey Time wants to know if we like donkeys. Tell him about the miniature donkeys.
Yeah, your brother's wedding up in Washington State, actually, just over the border from Portland. Yeah, it was at a miniature donkey farm. And
Grateful Acres.
I don't know if it's there anymore, but they were so sweet. Those miniature donkeys loved us. They were babies. When they saw people, they start slowly walking towards you. Next thing you know, you're surrounded.
I think she rescues them, and hence the Grateful Acres. But she's getting a little older now, and that's what they're saying. They're not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to need to find someone else to take over.
But we love donkeys. We love all animals, basically.
Oh, man. This is a lot of stuff. Yes, donkeys. Oh, man. I can't keep up. Let's see. I tried keto and had no energy, JC48 says. When I'm plant-based, I have more energy.
Someone's asking about like weed smoking. I was so stoked when we went to that Arroyo Seco music weekend. It was the first concert we went to, really, since marijuana got legalized here in California. And I liked the vibes there way better. Usually at a big concert like that, it's all these alcohol vibes, aggression, people getting all drunk and rowdy.
There was still drinking.
There was still drinking, but it was like way down compared to weed.
At least when we were standing up kind of close to the stage, I don't think people were like fighting with alcohol to get to the front of the stage.
They would whip out their little vape pens and stuff like that. People are just way more chill and friendly than at any big outdoor music festival I've been to. So yeah, I would like to see weed take over and replace alcohol as the staple drug of Americans.
The staple party drug?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, man. Any plans to visit Vegas again? You know, it's funny you say that, Kim, because I was just looking at someone's Instagram and I was having FOMO. They were mentioning all the places they were eating at out there right now.
It's so good in Las Vegas.
So good.
It was surprisingly great vegan restaurants.
So good. And we didn't even try everything yet.
I know, we couldn't. We were only there like 3 days, 2 nights. Watch our vlog from last year.
So yeah, we'd love to come out there
We will again. We want to go on Sean's show, Lost Vegans.
Oh, that's what it was. It was BVB's down there. She was filming an episode and trying out the restaurants.
Basic vegan bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was wearing her vegan NASA shirt. Let's see. Someone asked how old you guys are. FDL. We are both 50.
50 years old here, guys.
Hey, this guy will be 51 at the end of this month.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying to do a meetup on his birthday over at Victoria's Bakery in Santa Ana, because his birthday's on a Tuesday, and they just started doing Taco Tuesday there with our friend Just Vegana, so we could get Just Vegana tacos, burritos, etc.,
and all the pastries and breads,
vegan pan dulce. So I think that would be an awesome birthday. So I don't know if any of you guys are around here. That's what we're thinking about for July 31st. I guess check Instagram and Facebook to see if we're going to do it.
Happy Healthy Vegan.
In fact, I need to text those guys.
Yeah, just follow us right now. Go just hit the follow button for Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram, and you'll see all these little updates that we don't usually get announced on YouTube.
Oh, let's see. Well, I guess I should let you have your seat back, huh?
Yeah, but then you won't be able to have internet until I actually end this live stream and restart the internet.
I'm gonna go offline. I'm going dark, guys.
You're gonna have to go dark for a few minutes.
Dark.
Your cell phone's
going back to the early 90s.
Your phone will work if you turn off Wi-Fi.
No, I was literally just about to upload. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are into the vlog and you saw my birthday vlog from February.
Hawaii.
It's a Hawaii vlog, and like I played this one like progressive trance song that I'd done. I don't know, a couple years back, and it never got released. Anyways, I put that song in the vlog, and a lot of people were asking about it. So I was like, hey, why don't I just pop that part of the vlog out and extend it, and then like put out a music video for the song. So I had just finished it, and I'm like going to upload it, and dun, da, 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 bop, no internet. So I know, so they're gonna have to wait. Anyways, so one last thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever eat mock meats? Please answer.
No, I mean,
mock meats.
When we go to restaurants, like when we go to, but at home, no, it's. Rarely will we get like a.
Okay, Beyond Meats mailed us a free pack of Beyond Burgers, so I cooked them up. But that was what, 2 years ago now? Yeah, like we like to say in the house, typically it's whole food plants, like the stuff in her book, Keep It Carb Baby. Sometimes you buy those black bean burgers.
Yeah, from Rip Esselstyn's company. It's not Fire Engine.
It's not really trying to be meat, though. We all know black bean burgers.
It's made out of 3 ingredients, like poblano black beans and maybe wheat or something like that. But
that's pretty good.
But the ones that are trying to like purposely like mock a meat, no, just at Chinese vegan restaurants, which is very, very rare.
You know what though? Okay, I caught you in a lie. What? Because for the holidays, remember we bought the seitan loaf from our friend Ted.
Oh yeah, I mean
that was delicious.
A special occasion like that, we bought it specifically for the holidays.
Wheat, our friend makes but super good.
You have to go all the way back to the holidays. Where are we now in mid-July? It's pretty.
Someone asked if we ever eat tofu at home. I got sick. I ate so much tofu in the 80s and the 90s that I fully burnt out. I did have some tofu scrambled today, though, because one of the brunch things over at Seabirds is called green eggs and avocado toast. And it's actually pretty good. They make it with pesto, and then the avocado toast is like really fat and has all this tomato on it, too. It's so good.
It's quite possible. We haven't had any tofu in the house since we started our YouTube channel. It's possible.
You know what? We did recently. I made some spring rolls like 2 weeks ago, and there was a smoked tofu element to it.
I forgot you did get that.
Yeah, because I'd made them before with like noodles and vegetables, and the noodles are they're kind of a pain in the butt to make. So I was like, I'll just put a little thing of smoked tofu, and that was pretty good.
So it shows you how rarely we have tofu. Like it could be like once a year in the house.
Anyways. Vegan farts smell like strawberries. It depends.
If you're eating strawberries, they might.
I haven't had a lot of strawberries today. Oh my gosh. Earlier, someone made a funny joke. Said that when I leave the room, it's all hello, darkness, my old friend. Anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to totally steal your.
But I actually won't stay on too much longer because you won't be able to access the internet on your computer until I restart.
And yet somehow I'll survive.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks. It's just like a minor miracle that this stream is still working.
No, okay. I'm gonna go back to designing our album cover offline.
You don't need the internet for that.
I don't.
Our album.
I guess I'll listen to music that's on my hard drive.
Wow, no cloud. Speaking of music, if you like our band, love Spirals, all our gear and music, make sure you follow us on our social media accounts at Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. All one word, Happy Healthy Vegan. And no, it's not.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm sorry. Our band, Love Spirals Official on Instagram. Love Spirals Official on Instagram and YouTube.
I'm distracting you, huh?
So go and click those buttons now because we put extra content onto those on Instagram and YouTube that doesn't make it onto Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll get shots of our gear, shots of us out somewhere doing something musical, us sometimes jamming here in the studio.
I just put Dead and Company doing Knocking on Heaven's Door on there this week,
which was really cool. Yeah,
it's pretty.
So yeah, be sure to follow us.
Give you a button.
Be sure to follow Love Spirals Official on Instagram and YouTube. Just go there now and hit the follow buttons or subscribe buttons, and you'll see more. And our album, we're getting it mastered in about 3 weeks.
Oh yeah,
it'll be out.
Ooh, that's why I gotta hustle.
It'll be out this year for sure. We're hoping for October, November release date. So stay tuned for Love Spirals' 5th album,
including Spinning Circles. I feel like we're gonna have to make a music video for that song.
I know, the Spinning Circles. That's a song that you guys are always asking about. What's that song you hear at the end of most of our videos, especially the ones that I make? That's Spinning Circles. It's going to be on the album, so check it out.
Yeah, I might do a single of it so that I can put the demo mix on it that you guys are used to too. So it'll be like the full album version and the demo. So we'll see. Maybe we can do like an acoustic recording of it. So that's how I am. I'm such a completist. Babe, I have to admit something to you.
What?
I have garlic breath.
I do too.
From eating pesto. You shouldn't have eaten it in my
I only had like 3 bites.
That's all it took, dude. It was like.
See, that's why we don't like garlic. You know,
breath.
Not for some like Tim Sheaf woo woo thing, but because it makes us smell funny, both in the mouth and through the sweat pores too. So
well, hopefully, I'm not sweating garlic. Should I check?
Let me smell your arm.
This is kinky. I don't know.
No, I don't smell any garlic.
All right, I'm gonna go get some water.
All right, I won't be on for all day or anything. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a 24-hour live stream or anything like that. So I guess we're not too smelly from the garlic. I made sure I didn't get the garlic. That was her thing. The pesto egg thing she got. I didn't get that. Pesto tofu. 2 things I typically don't like: garlic and tofu. Anyway, I know I wasn't smelling her pit. I was smelling her arm. You naughty person there, Reverend. Yeah, garlic I guess is yummy, but then you have to live with the consequences far long after you swallow it. You know, your breath will smell like it for a while. Your sweat might smell like it for a few days. Let's see. No, Rio, for me, Rio, no coffee. Angie's the coffee drinker of the duo here. Let's see. Cool, Aziz. I'm glad we are an inspiration to you guys. Thanks so much. Has veganism helped infant epilepsy? I have no idea about that one. That's not my wheelhouse. Treating infant epilepsy. I'll say I don't BS you. Some YouTubers will just try to pretend they're an authority on all things, and I'll let you know when something's outside my knowledge base there. All right, RJC, thanks for joining on tonight. Favorite vegan restaurant? I saw that question earlier, LGB. Depends where you're talking. Asking a favorite vegan restaurant in which city. If you're talking about like Long Beach, probably Seabirds is the best one. If you're talking about Los Angeles in general, it's too hard. I don't even know what all the vegan restaurants are anymore. So, you know, I wish I could tell you. I don't have a favorite. If you're looking for a nice experience in Los Angeles, I would say, you know, my birthday is coming up and I'm thinking about where I might want to go since my mom will be picking up the bill. I'm thinking about maybe Shojin. That's in Little Tokyo near downtown. It's some of the best vegan sushi. Wow, someone just bought a copy of Keep It Carb Baby.
Oh, thank you.
Darcy, I don't know if Darcy's on right now. If you are, say something in the comments, Darcy. But yeah, we just got your order for the ebook. And if you want to get a print book too, you can we'll sign it for you. You can't sign the ebook, unfortunately, but thanks, Darcy. But yeah, Shojin, probably my favorite one in the LA area. Thank you. Oh yeah. These are really cool. And what's this brand again called?
They're Canadian.
Debbie's Organic, or DB's, spelled DEEBEE. Debbie's Organics. We ran into them at Natural Products Expo and eventually fell in love with these fully vegan. Yeah, why are we saving them? It's a heat wave. I mean, yeah, let's eat these suckers.
Just pure 100% fruit. So good.
Oh, Darcy's on the live stream. Yes, cool.
You rock.
You rock, Darcy. Thank you. Thank you. Darcy's going to keep it carb with the Keep It Carb ebook, which is still on sale, by the way. We lowered the price during the holidays and just haven't bothered to raise it back up. So it's permanently on sale right now. This hits a spot during a heat wave. I don't know if you guys are, do they still make them? When we were kids, they had this thing called Otter Pops. This is like, you know, that, but fully like organic, vegan. Really good. Hydrating too. Oh, thank you so much, Donna, for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And again, go check out our Twitter account, Happy Healthy Vegan. It's the username Ryan Lum, but Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a thank you message for you there on our Twitter. So thanks, and follow us there too. Yeah, what flavor is this one? Great. But there's all different flavors that came in the box. Well, Paul, you don't have 1 or 2 vegan restaurants in the country? Are you sure about that? Have you checked on Happy Cow? Maybe there's a couple more you're not aware of. Wow. Made Man, did I check the info that you sent on Instagram? Angie's more of the Instagram manager, so I'll have to ask her. Did you send it now or did you send it days ago? But yeah, she was the one that kind of goes through those messages. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mukbang here, huh? As much as a mukbang could be eating a little stick of ice, fruity ice. Anyway, a punk version of spinning circles. Now we're going to leave it as it is right now. Well, thanks for joining us, Jose Javier. What foods do I eat every day, or at least every other day? Great question. Watch our vlogs. In fact, tomorrow morning, assuming, morning for us here on the West Coast, our next What We Ate in a Day as Vegans vlog is coming out. It's all done. It's uploaded. I'm just going to have it come out tomorrow. Watch that. And that's a pretty typical kind of day in happy, healthy vegan eating. You know, high carb, whole food plants. You know, you just eat. I don't want to say high carb. Just eating whole food plants, you're probably going to get a pretty high carb diet, unless you're eating a lot of oil or something like that. Well, anyway, check it out tomorrow. What We Ate in a Day as Vegans. And you can see other stuff we did in the day too. I filmed some stuff with me at the gym, lifting weights, shooting basketballs. You can see how weak I am as a protein deficient vegan, not able to lift anything. So you can watch that out. And remember, I'm not even a lifter. I'm just a skinny runner who's getting stronger at basketball. Oh my God, Janet. Holy moly. Thank you for that extremely rad super chat tip there. Wow, what a shock. Much love to you. And again, you'll get a really special color-coded super chat message on not super chat, a message on Twitter for your super chat tip there. So check it out. Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter. Thanks so much, Janet. Appreciate your appreciation of what we're doing here. Thank you. This is totally hitting the spot. Angie is a genius to grab this. Cumberbat, why did I become vegan? There's so many reasons to be vegan. The ethical, environmental, the health. But what attracted me and Angie in the beginning, before we learned all the other ones, was the animal. It was for the animals. So after I tried going vegan for a week, I realized, wow, I feel great. But more importantly, what resonated most deeply in my psyche was no animals needed to die in order for me to live. Because you're always taught, it's just a circle of life. Things kill each other in order to live, and that's just a bunch of bull crap, especially for creatures such as ourselves. In fact, found the opposite. If you don't eat dead animals and their secretions, you actually feel better. You have, just better health. And I learned that, the environment suffers from animal agriculture. So yeah, it's just a win-win-win-win. But what got me was not needing to kill animals needlessly in order for my selfish ass to keep existing. Mm. 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 Thanks again, Jen. I want to just thank you a third and fourth time there. Thank you for that really nice super chat tip there. Really appreciate it. Mm. Well, I think I finally finished this up here. Mm. Mm. All right, that was refreshing during a heat wave here. Any tips for hair growth? No, not really. I mean, my hair is kind of long, but it's not really growing at like some like a 20-something like Bonnie Rebecca Ravana kind of pace, So I don't have any hair. Yeah, I finished it. Thank you. That was very delicious. That was very good. Thank you. Mm. Ah. Well, you still juicing. Dan Nguyen, I love this question here. If everyone decides to become vegan, what would happen to all the animals? Dan, that's a great question, and that's a great fantasy, because I've thought about this a lot. I can conceive of no situation whatsoever that will convince all humans, or even like say 60% of humans, to all go vegan simultaneously, like overnight or even in the course of a year. It's not going to happen that way. You can fantasize about that, like science fiction thought experiment, but in reality, that would never, ever, ever happen. So what will really happen in this world of reality that we all live in here, what's been happening and will hopefully continue to happen, is that every year the demand for animal products goes down, and accordingly, the farmers who profit off raising animals for slaughter are not going to keep the same amount. They're going to have to lower it down and down. They don't want to lose money. That's why they raise animals, not because they're cruel, horrible people. It's because they're trying to exploit the animals for profit. So they're just going to keep, as the demand goes down, the amount of animals raised for slaughter will go down, and it'll keep going down. So there's no way in the world everyone will go vegan overnight, or 50% of the world will go vegan over a year. It's just not going to work out that way. It's just a crazy thought experiment. So great question, but we're not talking about this real world that we live in. Anyway, Daniel, again, I've been asked this question all day. What about the ketogenic diet? In particular, what do you hope to gain, Daniel, from a ketogenic diet that's absolutely impossible to gain from the way that I've been eating as a high-carb, low-fat, whole food, plant-based vegan? What will keto give you? It might help you if you have epilepsy. So barring that, what do you think keto is going to do for you? Make you lose more weight or something like that? Tell me. Nomad lifestyle? No, we don't have a nomad lifestyle, if that's what you're asking there, Paul. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I know other people, vegans, have done vegan keto diets. But again, I want to ask, what do you or they hope to get from a vegan keto diet that you cannot get from eating the way we eat? I've never found a satisfactory answer, one that made sense to me. So I'm just asking that. If maybe you have something new to tell me. You think vegan keto is healthy? Okay. Again, is the way we eat not healthy? Again, why would you want to do vegan keto? Why would you want to like eliminate carbohydrates, which is kind of weird because plants are primarily carbohydrates. If you're avoiding carbohydrates, you're going to eat oils, nuts, and seeds, basically. Why would you want to eliminate most of the foods? It's a restrictive diet, so I don't understand why you would want to do that for. So tell me what's up. What do you hope to gain from restricting carbohydrates as a vegan? What will it do that you can't do from eating how we eat? That's what I want to know. Well, it is eliminating carbs because that's the whole basis of a ketogenic diet is to get your carbohydrate intake down to a certain level so your body goes into ketosis. There's no way to do that if you're eating a sufficient caloric content of carbohydrates. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I know vegetables are cool because they're low calorically. That you can't really fill on vegetables. You have to have something else to give you the calories. So yeah, again, what is it that you're hoping to gain from eating that way? Anyway, let's see. How many squirrels do we have in our backyard? I don't know. There's like one or two now that are kind of used to us. I don't think squirrels live that long. We see them for like a year or two, then like a new batch comes, and it's kind of sad because we get friendly with some. So I don't know how many squirrels are around here, to be honest with you. They live in the neighborhood. They're all around Long Beach for sure. They dig it here. Um, let's see. Recommendations for depression. Yeah, I don't think I have any dietary tips for you on that. So I'm sorry, that's kind of outside my field of expertise there. Apologize, but again, I'm not going to BS you and give you some like story or something to try that I have no idea that works or not. Vitamin D, blue risen, assuming D2 is the same as the vitamin D that I get from the sunlight. Yeah, sunlight's the best way to absorb vitamin C. In fact, D. In fact, I've read studies that show that, yes, vitamin D supplements aren't as effective as getting it through sunlight. So hopefully you live somewhere where you get sufficient sunlight, at least right now if you're having depression, or not depression, just vitamin D issues. Vitamin B12, no problem. B12 sublingual supplement that I spray twice a week, and my almond milk is fortified with B12. And if you've seen my blood test videos, my vitamin B12 levels are higher than about 95% of Americans and Canadians. And I don't even really do all that much. So yeah, B12 is not an issue. What else you guys asking? Okay, yeah, great tip there. Chinyer, Dr. Greger, nutritionfast.org has some videos on nutritionfacts.org for diet and depression. So yeah, go check him out. That's what you should be asking medical doctors, not me, a simple man here about that. Yeah, check out Dr. Greg. In fact, if I should just say that there's something that I can't answer, I go look at his site. It's like, first place I'll go to try to get some more information to learn, because that's his job, is to scour all the scientific peer-reviewed research on plant-based diets, their benefits, and report that to the people for free. So yeah, he's an amazing resource. Have I read The Cheese Trap by Dr. Bernard? I have a couple books of his. I think I've read that one. But yeah, what's going on here? But yeah, I've read how there's morphine in cheese. That's what makes it so hard to give up for so many longtime vegetarians. So yeah, let's see. All right, 5X Disney fans, cut out the animal products and depression went away. And it looks like got another ebook order on our website. If you're here, Marina, let me know down in the comments that you're on right now. So big shout out to Marina for getting an ebook of Cubic Carb Baby. Thank you guys. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people don't realize cheese, just dairy, is a drug. There's morphine in there, and it makes sense because milk, lactation is intended to, nourish babies, and babies should have some kind of bond with wanting to feed, more so than just the food. So nature, in its wisdom, found a way to make that bond even stronger, make there be an addictive drug component to it. So not only is the baby getting food, it's getting a drug fix, and that's why another reason why humans and adults, I should say, adults have no business messing with cow's milk, and kids for that matter. Just we don't need milk at this age. It's just kind of a myth that society tries to teach you. You need calcium from the cow's milk. Huh? How come no other species drinks cow's milk for the calcium? Why are humans so fragile and weak that we must basically imprison a whole other species to produce milk for us? It's absurd. Anyway, what do I think about Izzy eating meat? I haven't really talked to her or seen much. I thought she said she has some like once in a rare while, and I would like to see why. Because yeah, if you're just eating it once in a while, I don't see how it would really give you any benefit or anything like that. Not to say it has any benefits intrinsically. So I'd like to see what her thoughts are, because I'm sure there's something she's not. I'm not speaking bad at her. I just there's something that's just not sound logically. So I'll check it out. That's what I heard. I don't know. All right, Jose Javier, thanks for joining, man. We'll see you on the next live stream. Let's see, turtles. What are you saying? Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. 12th of July, the Missiles Band. No, I've never heard of that before. That sounds kind of strange by name. All right, what do you guys have here? Okay, so Gil Films has his own anecdotal story there about how he's been able to treat severe depression and anxiety from going plant-based, and CBD are the best medicine. So check that out. Let's see. How long have I been surfing? Good question, Adam. I think I haven't even surfed this year, so I haven't really been surfing that much. It's really hard to keep up with all the, I have like, 5 or 6 different sports I like to go between, and I only can really like kind of do 2 or 3 at any one time. So like now tennis and surfing, I've had to put them on the back burner in order to do what I'm doing right now. So it's cool. I would probably, I'll probably go at some point now, especially now that it's warm and it's not that windy. That's why I didn't go. It was just one of the most windy winters and springs we've ever had. Really discouraging for a surfer, unless you're a windsurfer or something like that, which I'm not. Anyway, Tim Sheaf fasting. I say I have compassion for Tim. I hope he doesn't harm himself. The logic and reasoning he's given that I'm seeing, I haven't watched too much, but yeah, it just seems really poor, and I hope he doesn't hurt himself, and hopefully he'll start eating food and not be afraid of cooked food as well. Let's see. How are Angie's teeth now, Janet? Well, it's the same situation. If you guys don't know, she had a 20-year-old root canal get extracted. That was pretty hardcore. It's really hard to remove a root canal. A lot of stuff's in there. So that was done in January. And then just like a month ago, they went back and put a post for an implant. Then we have to go back for her implant in a few months. So yeah, it's an ongoing process. So yeah, it sucks. And it's really expensive too. It sucks. And insurance is not covering any of that whatsoever. Let's see. So yeah, thanks for asking though, Janet. Appreciate that. Thanks for asking about her. I feel sorry for her whole situation. I wish it could be me, that had to go through. In fact, I had to get a tooth extracted about 3 or 4 years ago. Fortunately, it was a back molar, and I didn't need to have anything go in its place. Everything's been cool. So yeah, I'm operating without one of the back molars, and everything's fine. Let's see. Did I go to college? Asks FDale. Yeah. I majored in a bunch of things before I finally found philosophy and graduated in philosophy and went to grad school and quit grad school after a year of that. But yeah, philosophy was my thing. Yeah, I guess if you're in Thailand, yeah, you can if you paid the expensive airfare, then you could go to the dentist for cheap. I've heard of people doing that. So if you're already there, I guess it's something you could look into. But yeah, Sean Taylor, thanks for the super chat tip there. Sean has a treatment plan, worked for my pockets. Yeah, if you guys remember some of my videos from a few years back when I got that tooth extracted, is because I had some deep gum pockets, basically, millimeters, greater than 5 or 6 millimeters deep. And then, again, this had nothing to do with the vegan diet. This is a condition that existed like decades ago. So if you want to blame it on anything, you can blame it on a standard American diet. The vegan diet didn't worsen it. Just, anyway, treatment plan. Yeah, I've been, ever since then, yeah, my pockets have either stayed the same or have receded a bit. And the way to do it is just to be sensible. I floss every day. I have a water pick that I use every day. I try to brush several times a day, just taking good general care of my teeth. After like a smoothie, swish some water around so the sugar ain't sitting there all day or anything like that. But yeah, I've been managing it for sure. So it takes some work. So yeah, just yeah, it's management, you know, with slight improvements. Things haven't been getting worse for years, so I'm grateful for that. So thanks for asking there, Sean. Appreciate it. Again, look on Twitter on for our account there, Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a message there thanking you for your super chat tip there, Sean. Thanks. Let's see. What's my opinion on sun gazing and 30-day water fasting? See, again, I have compassion for Tim. I don't want to speak badly for him. I think he's just off on this. Ever since I met him, you know, I don't think this is speaking bad of him. He's always kind of, when he discovered veganism, he's always kind of leaned more towards the raw and the extreme woo-woo side of veganism. You know, so I think he's just really going down that path right now. And I can understand when I was raw too, I kind of had a slight encounter with that whole mindset of like purity and cleanliness. Things are toxic. We need to cleanse all the time. And I realize that's a bunch of nonsense, because if you're already eating the cleanest diet on the planet, which they say is raw, why do you need to do additional things like cleanse and fast and all this other stuff? Because you're not toxifying yourself with food. So it's just this spiral, this long slippery slope into just being like kind of a paranoid about things. I heard he wants to be breatharian now, and I have compassion for him. I hope he doesn't harm himself, because he looks really weak. I mean, it's sad to say, I've been going to the gym. I've been lifting all year now. I'm like buffer and more muscular than Tim Sheep, which is a crazy thing to say, you know? So hope he doesn't, rot away, basically. And I hope he doesn't encourage other people to become breatharian and stuff like that. So yeah, Tim, let's talk, bro. Let's talk. If you're watching, I have compassion for you. I'm not trying to speak bad. Let's talk, man. Let's get you back on track, and let's eat some potatoes and rice together, bro. Why am I vegan? I've said this already a couple times on this live stream. It's because what attracted me the most was realizing after eating vegan for about a week that no animals needed to die in order for me to live. That's really cool. You know, why, if I could choose a life where animals don't need to die rather than a lifestyle where animals needed to die and they don't, but why choose the one where animals have to suffer and get killed? Why? It makes no sense, because I'm better. I'm special. I'm this great creature put here by, whatever, it's just to do whatever I want with the planet because I'm so special. Baloney. I'm part of this planet too, just like those animals are. So yeah, F that. F killing animals. And plus, it's just way better for the planet too. So yeah, are you so special that you have the right to destroy the planet for future generations? No, hell no. Your grandchildren will be pissed off. They'll ask in 40 or 60 years, how come my grandparents didn't go vegan? Didn't they know that the planet could sustain animal agriculture through all the greenhouse gases? Our grandparents and their parents blew it, so I don't want to be part of that generation either. Anyway, well, 5X Disney fans, 2 years vegan, start off just think you're going to do it for 30 days. Awesome. Yeah. Why ever go back? Huh? Let's see. Guys are still talking about Tim Sheep there. Urine fasting. Yeah, I heard he drinks his pee too. Poor Tim. Poor Tim. Anyway, I know, what can you say about that? Like, no comment, really. I mean, enough said, Let's see. Red is rad. We'll restock that. And our Keep It Carb shirts, but we're restocked size extra small. Yeah, I know we've ran out of a few sizes, so I apologize about that. So yeah, next week I need to go back to our t-shirt manufacturers and make an order for some more Keep It Carb Baby shirts, some more just Happy Healthy Vegan shirts. So look back in about a week and a half on our website, and hopefully I will have some more. Yeah, a new order needs to be made for sure. Let's see. Good looking honky. What is it that we disagree about, bro? I didn't even see what your dispute is here. What do we disagree about, good looking honky? Just tell me down in the comments and I'll try to comment on that. Let's see. San Diego restaurants. Yeah, watch our vlog from 2 days ago where we went, to San Diego, ate, a bunch of times at pretty much the same restaurants, but you can see what we like there for sure. What? Kids kids will have smaller brains from less protein. Can you show me any signs of that? Because I actually know people have been meatless their entire lives, and I can't look at their brain size, obviously, but I can look at their intelligence. And they're as smart as, if not smarter than most people I know. So that's just some crazy myth. It's like saying, oh, if you go vegan, men will grow man boobs or something. It's just some crazy myth that people, that's what I call it. I say these are fantasies that meat eaters have. I call them fantasies because it's just these ideas just exist in their heads. There's no reality. There's no truth to any of it. It's just crazy fantasies. And fantasies are really things that people make up to please them. So people want to somehow make up these crazy fantasies about vegans. In this case, this guy's fantasy is babies will have smaller brains. It's the fantasy, bro. Let's talk about this world, not the fantasy world. Let's see. Again, thanks for helping out Race Lover with all the trolls and stuff like that. Yeah, why do people troll vegans for, huh? Yeah, why? I think I know why. Just because I think somehow down inside they know we're right. I think that's Joe Rogan's deal. I think that's why he makes so many videos bagging on vegans. He doesn't have to. He's ramped it up so much in the past year because, you know, something about what we're doing resonates with them. Joe Rogan is up for a Nobel bro science prize. Yeah, he is kind of the master of bro science for sure. He's a bro scientist, hardcore. The ethics of Pokemon. Well, it is just a story, right? So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's see. Any vegan recommendation restaurants near Laguna Beach? Yeah, what's that place called? The Shack or the Spot or the Stand? The Stand. Check it out. It's basically on Thalia Street, just like a couple buildings down from Pacific Coast Highway. It's been there since like the 70s. Like some hippies started in the 70s. So check out the Stand in Laguna Beach. You sit outside. The whole thing's outside. Just order at this counter. You sit outside. You can get a nice view of the ocean because it's up on the hill. You know, Laguna is basically a mountain rising out of the ocean, basically. So yeah, check out the Stand. In fact, I wish I were there right now, but it's probably crowded AF on a Saturday in the summertime. But Angie and I been there many times. It's been in our vlogs countless times. So every time we go through Laguna Beach, the Stand is on our trip there. It's one of the stops we made. Let's see. Vegan just seems extreme. Like just eating meat. What's so extreme about eating plants? Considering that, how many animals are there really that people eat? Like, you know, cows, pigs, chicken. You know, there's like maybe 5 animals. Vegans just don't eat those 5 animals. And plus, there's the whole world of plants. Not only do we eat all the plants that meat eaters eat, we expand on them. We eat way more fruits, way more vegetables, you know, way more legumes and grains. So actually, it's not a restricted diet unless you go like raw or something like that, or even vegan keto. But if you eat a whole food plant-based diet like we do, the whole bounty, all the plants that nature has provided for humans to eat. There's literally thousands and thousands of plants that we can eat. So yeah, we just don't eat those 4 or 5 dead animals that meat eaters in America and Europe like to eat. Big deal, you know? What's extreme about that? You know, if anything's extreme, it's like killing 70 billion animals needlessly every year and putting more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere from animal agriculture than all of transportation combined. So our generation and future generations in particular going to be screwed from rising sea levels and climate change. So yeah, that's extreme. What's extreme is dying from a heart attack, the #1 cause of death in the Western world, which is caused by eating animal products. So that's extreme. Nothing extreme about living a healthy, peaceful life eating plants. What's extreme about that, bro? Anyway, let's see. What else you guys talking about here? Favorite fruit, Gil. Favorite fruit. I still have the last cherries from our farmers markets cherry season. It's so good. I just cherish every last bit because I know once they're gone, I'll have to get the ones at the market, which are not local. They'll be from like Oregon and Washington State, which is still relatively local. It's not like shipped, across the country or anything like that, but they're nowhere as tasty and dank as the ones that are grown here in California. They're so good. So I'm just kind of milking it every week. I've been going and buying like at least 25, not $35 worth of cherries because it's worth it. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's only for a few weeks and then cherry season's over. Is Durian Ryder a Scientologist? If you watch those exposés of the Scientologists, there are some that narcissistic behaviors in play there, but no, he's not into Scientology as far as I know. Yeah, Werner, we'd love to come to Australia. Just really far, really expensive for us here. Let's see. Do vegans consider insects sentient? Some cultures eat them for protein. Again, what's this fascination with protein? People make it sound like, oh man, we have this constant need to constantly continually always be consuming protein because we're always at risk of becoming deficient. It just goes through our bodies really quickly. Protein gets recycled in the body. Amino acids do. There's amino acids in every plant that's put on this earth for us to eat. So there's no need to eat bugs. I don't eat bugs and I'm freaking healthy, as my blood test shows, my athleticism shows. So there's no reason to eat bugs. I can't think of any reason why you need to eat bugs. It's not for the protein. Just eat some more legumes if you're that concerned. Even my banana smoothies have about a third of the RDA for protein, and bananas aren't known for being a protein powerhouse. So yeah, it reflects, if anything, that idea eating insects for protein reflects America's or the Western world's obsession with protein. Like we always need to get it. If you don't eat animals, you're going to be deficient and die. I should be dead by now. Okay, I don't like this dude's name, and I'm gonna just get rid of him. Okay, thanks, Racelet. I was about to get rid of him too, and just ban this dude. I don't like his name. It is racist. It's sexist. Anyway, okay. Am I going to do any more of those I woke up deficient and quit veganism vids? That was an April Fool's Day. Is that what it's called? April Fool's Day video. I apologize. I think I did it so straight faced that most of you guys believe me on that one. So maybe I'll do another one next year on April Fool's. I'll have to think of a new way to do it. So a lot of you guys will probably be expecting something like that. Chele, is that my pronouncing your name right there? Halstead, thank you so much for your super chat tip there. And yeah, I've heard about lab grown meat. It's more of a theoretical thing at this point. Like, yeah, it can be produced, but just a tiny bit will cost like, $100,000 or something like that. But yeah, I've always said, yeah, its intended market is not for vegans. I'm already doing fine without lab grown meat, but it's intended for the masses. So I say, yeah, if the masses will eat that instead of eating meat that came from raising and slaughtering all these billions of animals, decrease the demand for animal meat, and the farmers, the agriculture animal producers will grow or produce or raise fewer and fewer animals for the slaughter. Yeah, I think it's an awesome win. So yeah, I think it'd be a great win for the animals and the planet. Just I don't think vegans need to all be into it. We're doing just fine. Let's see. What else you guys talking about here? Yeah, exactly. I guess it would still have blood and stuff like that. It'd be gross to most vegans, at least when you're eating like a plant burger, like a really engineered one, like an Impossible or Beyond Burger. It's still everything in there came from like a plant, like mung bean or peas or something like that. So anyway, do I like golden raspberries? And I don't know if I've had golden raspberries, but I like raspberries, so definitely want to try that out. And I do like mangoes, particularly the California mangoes, which come into season here in September and October. They're really good. It's like cherry season. It just comes really quickly, like 4 or 5 weeks, and you got to hit it hard. So that's the next thing I'm kind of saving money for now that I blew a lot of money on cherries. We'll make a little mango fund for September, October. Let's see. Lever, is our troll back again? Did you find another account of his? Huh? Dan's asking, what's the difference from eating meat from a plant? What are you talking about? There's no such thing as meat in a plant. I mean, you can make something that resembles meat, but is that what you're asking about, like a Beyond Burger? What's the difference? Well, animals didn't have to die. I mean, they just harvested a bunch of plants and engineered a product that has some visual and maybe sensual properties like smell of meat, but has nothing to do with meat, bro. There's no real blood in there, no guts, no cruelty, bro. So that's how it's different. If you try to say they're the same, you're just gonna have to, like, again, invent some kind of strange fantasy. Plants had to die. Well, I mean, you have to eat something. So, I mean, what would you rather do? If you had the choice, you're sitting there in a room and you had a knife and go slit this like cow's throat or go eat this mango, what would you do? In fact, plants don't even have to die, bro. Check this out. It's again another fantasy, a myth. Say I'm outside walking around my neighborhood and I see an apple ripe on the tree and it's fallen down. I just pick up the apple and eat it. I'll wash it probably, but who died? The tree didn't die. The tree continues to exist and produce apples. The apple is just the sexual reproductive organ of the tree. It's not being killed. It's not, it's not part of the tree organism. Same thing with bananas and even like grains like rice. They're harvested at the end of the plant's life cycle. Plants don't die. In fact, I'm growing some chard out front. I'll just snip a branch off. It keeps growing back. I'm not like killing the plant. So this is another myth that plants have to die. They're living things, but they don't have to die. The plant is still alive. It's like, maybe chopping off some of its hair or something like that. My hair still keeps growing back. So anyway, that's another fantasy that meat eaters, that anti-vegans like to give, that plants die too, or even the worst one, the plants have feelings argument. Like, Joe Rogan is such a plant advocate. Are all bikers in the Tour de France dopers? I have no idea. I don't hang out with elite cyclists like that. It makes you wonder, but I have no idea. Sean Baker. Yeah, someone said he had a Race Lovers tell me that Sean Baker had a new video. So I'll check that out when I'm done here. Maybe that'll be my next response video. Yeah, anti-vegans are obsessed with vegans. It's really true. Like, Joe Rogan and some of the hater or anti-vegan comments we're seeing here. It's interesting, but it's funny. Well, how come they don't come up with an original argument? They just come up with these silly fantasies in their head of what they think vegans are like or what the world's like that have nothing to do with this real world that we live in. Anyway. You want to see me do a garden yard tour? There's really not much to see. I just have like a pot of tomatoes growing, and in the ground I have all this Swiss chard growing, and we don't really use it that much, but it was just one of those seeds I threw out there, and it really took. Like, I've thrown kale and spinach in the same plot there, and they don't do all that well, but this chard is thriving here. We have so much of it. It's crazy. So it's really not much to see, though. It's just this big patch of chard. FDL, do I drink smoothies? Yes, watch our video coming out tomorrow. What we ate in a day as vegans. Check that out, and you'll see the smoothie that I have almost all the time. I just, in this vlog coming out tomorrow, you'll see I just went to the gym and did all this stuff that, a weak protein deficient vegan shouldn't be able to do, and I came back and had that smoothie. So check it out. Any herbs or supplements, Heather? No. Just put that money into food. That's one thing I realized when I was in my early vegan career, not career, but trying out veganism, trying superfoods and expensive stuff like that. I really didn't notice any health benefit or anything better about myself from doing that expensive stuff. So I said, no, I'm just going to put that money into actually eating better food, and I have had no regrets doing that. Just it's all about the food. That's what all comes down to, eating good food. Let's see. But yeah, herbs. Of course, we cook with herbs and stuff like that. We have Angie's Pantry's got tons of herbs and stuff like that for sure. I'm not saying herbs are bad, but like superfood type things, supplements, spirulina or maca and all that stuff, lacuma. Um, do I play bongos? In fact, I have a set of bongos here that I used on some of my older albums. If you're interested, private message me and I'll sell them to you. I'll autograph them for you if you like. Um, Loved my video on Meathead Sean Baker. Like I said, I think Race Lever told me that Sean has a new video out that I need to check out. So maybe you'll see yet another Sean Baker response video. Arrogant Prophet. Yeah, you can keep eating onions and garlic if you love them. We're not saying to everyone to stop eating them. They're just talking about ourselves, Like Angie said, we had that pesto. She had that pesto sauce earlier. Now she feels the garlic aftermath. That's what sucks. Like once you're done eating that stuff, you're not done experiencing that stuff. I don't like the lingering effects of those foods. Sean Baker screams when he poops. He might. Anyone who's not eating any fiber might have some painful BMs. Ryan, what vegan doctors do you think are the best to follow? All of them. I mean, all the ones you hear us talk about. Dr. Greger, Dr. Garth Davis, McDougall, Joel Kahn, Neil Bernard. These are just the ones that come off the top of my head. All these doctors are have great information on vegan diets, the healthful benefits of vegan diets. So yeah, check out any of their books and social media for sure. Happy Life. I didn't say I hate garlic. I just don't like the lingering effects of garlic. Like we said, Angie got some pesto on her tofu today, and that was hours ago, but she can still feel it. And then if I have garlic too, I'll still be smelling like garlic the next day. Especially if I go running or playing basketball, it'll be coming out of my sweat pores. I just don't like that to happen. If you're cool with that, that's fine, awesome. But yeah, I just don't like my natural body scent to be taken over by a food for like 72 hours up to. It's kind of extreme. If I did it for a few hours, I might be cool with it. Let's see. Bro, where are your muscles at? Asked Philip. You think I'm muscleless? How much do you think I can deadlift, Phil? Just throw a number out there. I'm just some weak little running, basketball playing vegan. If I'm so lame and muscleless, what am I? Just tell me, what do you think I should be deadlifting? Like 100 pounds or something like that? Let me know, and I'll check it out. Who was saying that? Squat 500, right? I should be at 500 plus. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that someone who's been lifting on the side. I've been playing more basketball this year than anything. I didn't know someone who's lifting on the side twice a week for like 6 months should be squatting 500. I didn't know that was the normal. Wow, I must be well behind the curve. I didn't know a normal person, normal 50-year-old squatting twice a week should be able to do 500 pounds. I'm sure kids in high school can, but have they been squatting for only 6 months? That's the ridiculous thing, Especially someone who basically did no weight training for like 10, 15 years. So these are interesting things for people to say. What position do I play in basketball? Happy Life. Well, for better or worse, I'm not playing organized basketball where we have teams. I'm playing all different forms of pickup basketball. It could be full court 5-on-5, or full court 4-on-4, or half court 3-on-3, or 4-on-4, or half court game called 21. I'll play people 1-on-1, whatever. So there's no position, but yeah, I can pretty much kind of play all positions from the little guys to the big guys, on offense and defense. So yeah, I just try to stay very versatile. I'm, relatively quick for my size and age. Let's see. Do I listen to any metal, Adolfo? No, not really. Not much, but and one album I've been into is check out Jerusalem asleep. That's kind of a nice, just like drony metal kind of thing. It's kind of almost mellow. It's just so drony. It's pretty cool. Um, Veganism is a mental illness. Ooh, I'd like to see Jack Cass explain that. How is veganism a mental illness? How is a mental illness to not want to eat dead animals? I don't understand that. Huh? Killing animals. Makes you mentally sane, huh? Going out and either killing animals yourself in person or paying someone to slaughter them. That's totally sane, but choosing to not eat dead animals and not contribute to the ¡1 cause of greenhouse gas, that's a mental illness. Wow. That is funny AF. I don't mind trolls because they say the stupidest things, you know. And who's asking about the bongos here? No, I'm not going to play the bongos. In fact, they're just buried somewhere far away from here. They're not easily accessible right now. Let's see, Dakar. I don't know if I get your question. Do I think as the NOS of numbers of vegans rise, there will be more discrimination against vegans? Yeah, it's already happening. You're seeing discrimination from the animal product companies in the sense that all these laws trying to define what is milk, what is meat, what is dairy, what is cheese, what is mayonnaise. Yeah, it's already happening. You know, they're seeing their sales go down and the rise of these, plant-based foods competing against them. So it's already happening for sure. You know, hopefully good sense will prevail. We'll see. But you can't like outlaw food, basically. Let's see. Bonk Chi dude, we're not gonna pay me any amount of money to play bongos right now. So no, what is the most annoying anti-vegan argument? Asked Adolfo. I don't know if there's a most annoying one, but some of the ones I've had to discuss today briefly, like the plants have feelings, plants have to die. What would happen to all the animals if everyone went vegan? These are just ones that just make me facepalm, basically. Like, really, like, what kind of fantasy world are you living in to even make those claims? Let's see. Philip, 300. Wow, so you're saying someone without any muscles, someone who's just been running for the past like 5 years and playing basketball before that should just walk up and be able to lift 300 pounds? Wow, I didn't know that. So I can just find any weak person out here, muscleless dude, and they'll be able to deadlift 300 pounds. That's amazing. Wow, you have a really warped sense there. That's I've heard it all now. So just any guy off the street, never lifted weights in his entire life, should be able to lift 300 pounds. Wow. That is a fantasy, bro. I know that's a fantasy because I go to the gym all the time and I see tons of guys who can't deadlift 300 pounds and they've been lifting too. So you're just full of crap. Okay. Oh, you're asking about those black, happy, healthy vegan tanks. Yeah, they're gone now. Yeah, we had the last one. We sold it a couple days ago to someone. But yeah, we printed them like up a year ago. We had like one in size large left. We advertised that fact on Instagram just to clear it out, and those are gone now. So yeah, we'll probably come up with a new happy, healthy vegan tank top for the future for sure. Yeah, Patrick Baboumian, he's a weak vegan too, according to these people. And yeah, check out David Carter, 300-pound former NFL defensive lineman, vegan. In fact, he put on 10 pounds as a vegan. 10 pounds he couldn't ever gain as a meat eater. When he went vegan, he gained that 10 pounds of muscle, 300-pound defensive lineman. Kendrick Ferris, only American male to qualify and compete at the Rio Olympics. How come no meat eater was able to qualify and compete for the Rio Olympics from the United States? They're too weak. The vegan kicked their ass. Check that out, you vegan haters. Why is it that a vegan competed and no meat eaters in the United States were strong enough? They were too weak ass to compete in the Rio Olympics. But Kendrick Ferris, the vegan, did it. So take that, you guys that think vegans are all weak. Are you strong enough? These vegan hater guys, I think vegans are weak. Are you strong enough to compete on that level? Can you compete on an elite world-class level like that? Are you Olympic level lifter? I really doubt it, bro. If so, you wouldn't be here trying to troll us. Hey, Rainbow of Boxes. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be here, but anyway, um, let's see. Um, Mahale, yeah, Angie was the first one of us to really be on a plant-based diet. So I kind of like, yeah, once I moved in with her, I got even more plant-based. Why are there so many high sodium foods in the vegan world? Depends what you're eating, Happy Life. You eat whole food plants like we talk about and like keep it carb. There's no salt in them unless like there's some salt in there from nature. So yeah, salt is a product of processed foods. You know, not all processed foods have high salt. If you're eating a high salt food, odds are you're eating a processed food. And that's not what we're saying to do on a daily basis. So yeah, try to eat more whole food plants if you're trying to cut down on your salt. Yeah, good one, Dakar. Yeah, how come vegans have to be an example of human strength, but nobody blames skinny meat eaters for the weakness? That's what I'm saying. I see myself lifting more than meat eaters at the gym. In fact, watch the video coming out tomorrow. You'll see me like jumping up and hanging on, bending the rim down at the gym on the basketball court. I don't see too many like 50-year-old doing that. I don't see too many guys half my age doing that. I mean, I see some slamming, obviously, but most guys I play can't do that. So, anyway, Kyrie Irving, he's a vegan and he's not trying to be all super muscular. He likes the leanness, how he's quicker and faster, quicker recovery times as a vegan. So, yeah, you don't have to become a big muscle vegan dude to be an example of an athletic vegan. Can I dunk your boy? Well, you'll watch the video tomorrow. You'll see me bending the rim, and that's on at the LA Fitness gym, which is to me probably the highest rims. I played some other courts where it's really easy to hang on the rim. I could bend that sucker down. So next time I go to those courts, I'm going to try to slam dunk a smaller size ball, maybe like a softball, tennis ball size ball. So we'll see how that goes. I should be able to at the other courts, but at the gym, those are, I think, a true 10-foot. They're not kind as far as that goes. Yeah, 300 pounds is pretty standard beginner to intermediate deadlift. Again, yeah, you're absolutely right. That beginner to intermediate, meaning not beginner like your first day or intermediate. Intermediate lifters, that could be someone been doing it for like, 6 months to a year and a half or something like that. I'm just saying your average person off the street who doesn't lift usually doesn't walk up and yank up 300 pounds, It's just not, that's not reality. Just I can, go find any guy off the street, meat eating, weak looking dude off the street and say, hey, lift 300 pounds. Not going to happen. But yeah, put in some work for sure. It's just like, I can just go find any guy off the street and say, hey, can you run a 24-minute 5K? Probably not, Not to say that's really fast, but that's pretty, beginner, intermediate kind of territory. But most guys aren't going to just be able to run a 24-minute 5K without practice, without training. Same with lifting. Just whatever sport you do, you get better the more you try. You just don't, you don't get stronger at deadlifting from running, from practicing for 5Ks, marathons. You have to do the training in the proper sport. That's why I say it's funny. This guy thought anyone just walk up and pull 300 pounds up. It just doesn't work that way. Just like no one, you just can't just find an average guy to do a 24-minute 5K. I'm sure if I went to the gym and found the guys lifting like, squatting 500 pounds, they can't run a sub 24-minute 5K. And again, 24 minutes, it's not incredibly fast or anything. It's nothing crazy. Let's see. Can Elon Musk bench 450 pounds? Why even asking that, Will? Alfonso, do some street activism. Well, I would. I just need a better way to capture it so you guys can see it. A way to film it, a way to capture the audio. There's some technical issues I'll need to figure out to do that for sure. But I figure I can engage people here as well. So, there's nothing sacred about the street, right? Some people make it like street activists are the most real ones. So like, it's just one way of engaging people. You can engage people online. You can engage people, in various ways. But anyway, is a vegan diet good for autism? I have no idea. Anyone have any information on the medical research about that? Not my wheelhouse. Again, when something's outside my wheelhouse, I'm not going to BS you and pretend I know everything. So if anyone knows anything, chime in. Orlando Swift thinks, I think what you can deadlift isn't extremely relative to your overall health. Yeah, it has nothing to do with your overall health. I mean, it's just like saying, oh, how fast you can run a 5K, matters, or how fast you can run a marathon is the most important thing, or how fast you can swim. No, these are all relevant things. These all have to do with how you're training in your sport. They don't relate to your health. There's guys in my running club that are way faster than I am, but are they healthier than I am? I don't know. Let's look at their blood tests. Let's look at other markers. That doesn't mean you're better. There's guys that can jump higher at me on the basketball courts, probably because they're younger, but it doesn't mean they're healthier. No, not even. So yeah, just because someone can deadlift more than you doesn't mean they're healthier than you. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I'm 50. Thanks for getting my age out there, Race Lover. Yeah, I don't see too many, I'd say 50-year-olds at the gym consistently beating guys half their age. Like, watch the vlog that's coming out tomorrow when I show me at the gym. I didn't show any of the basketball games, but that day, no, it was yesterday, a Thursday, I played 3 games of 21 against some good players. 3 games, I won all 3 of the games. And these guys were younger than me and everything, So, that's pretty good for a 50-year-old to win 3 games against, 3 other good players in a game of 21 on the basketball court. So, yeah, that's just how I roll. Um, um, let's see. Did we get another order here? Let's see. No, it's the same one, I think. Yeah, good one, Happy Life. That's a good April Fool's joke there, huh? Joe Rogan interviewed another dude that eats only meat. No, I haven't seen that one. Chris Bell, are you kidding? I'll have to check that out too. Thanks. Is that a new one or old one? I'll check that out when I get off because I want to do some research today for some more videos for next week. Let's see. That's good. Let's see. Vegans tend to be more emotionally stable people too. Perhaps so. I mean, I think it helps, but I've seen some pretty emotionally unstable vegans too. But I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. Thanks for helping out, Race Lover. Thanks for getting rid of the troll comments there. Thanks, guys, for thinking my age was a little bit lower than what it actually is. I'm sure when I'm on the basketball courts, too, beating all these guys that are in their 20s, they probably have no idea that I'm 50, huh? They'd probably be pretty bummed. I guess I'll tell them sometime in the future, They'd probably be pretty bummed, though. They lost 3 times in a row to a guy that's like, their dad's age or something. Let's see. What do I think of vegan water? Isn't water already vegan there, bro? Never heard of that Joe Rogan episode, Mia. Huh, he says all sorts of stuff. Do I believe the Earth is flat? No. I'm not. I don't. Pretty much things that Tim Sheep believes in, other than not eating dead animals. Yeah, I kind of think the opposite usually. Favorite books right now? I'm reading a book called Dogfight. It's a book about how Apple and Google got in the race a decade ago to create the first smartphones and platforms that revolve around them. So it's pretty interesting seeing all the brutal competition between the two. So that's what I'm reading right now. It's called Dogfight. All right, let me take a few more questions here. I've been on a little bit longer than I promised Angie I would because she's still waiting for me to get off so we can restart the router because for some strange reason, this computer I'm on right now is the only one in the house that has access to the internet. So I'm going to get off really shortly. So I'll take a few more questions before I go here. So let's see what's going on here. Any advice for someone who's just thinking of going vegan? Great question there, Dr. Review. I would say watch more vegan YouTubers, read some vegan books. A great one I'd recommend right here. I just knocked my light over. Bummer. It's called Proteinaholic, Dr. Dr. Garth Davis. He was the one that, went on the doctors and destroyed them basically for trying to attack plant-based diets with their industry-funded studies. So check out his book. Yeah, check out two YouTubers like us, Mike the Vegan. Just get more information, not only on the reasons but why going vegan is such a great idea, but how to actually do it. You might have all the passion and motivation to go vegan, but if you don't know what to eat, it's going to be that much harder. So that's where channels like ours come in, particularly the vlog that's coming out tomorrow. Check that out. It's like what we ate in a day as vegans. You can see everything we ate that day, how I trained that day. So check it out. Anyway, let's see. My religious person, I don't know if I can answer that quickly. Someone put a gun in my head, I'd say I was Buddhist. What do I think about that weird high forehead German guy that eats a bunch of meat? I haven't made a video about him. I don't plan to. Just let him do his thing. Let's see. Why does veganism have to be about morals? It can't be just for the health. Who says it can't be? I mean, if you talk about like this book, Proteinaholic, I don't think it gives hardly any mention of the ethical and moral arguments for veganism. This is all about the health and, more importantly, the science that shows unequivocally how the mountain of science in favor of plant-based diets. However, Dr. Garth Davis does identify himself as a vegan because he also sees the moral side of it too. So who says it can't be one or the other? Like, sometimes people like myself come for one reason, and then they learn the other many reasons, the tons of reasons why vegan is a win. So why force people to take sides? Let them come for one and learn the rest, right? It doesn't have to be just about one side. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to get a question. Do I think cocoa is unhealthy? I don't know anything about that. Christian Zamora, thank you for the probably the last super chat tip of the session here. Appreciate that. Check out Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter, and you'll see a thank you post made out to you for that. Thank you. Let's see. Are there ethical issues with owning an aquarium? Owning fish, yeah, owning fish sucks. Even if you're not a vegan, they die all the time. It's just really depressing. It's just not a happy hobby or pet ownership experience for sure. Am I riding the bike in the heat? Now, I haven't been riding my bike much this year. I've been focusing more on just keeping my aerobic fitness up through running and just my basketball weightlifting regime, which has been producing a lot of gains. I should just let you too. My weightlifting regime is not to get all super buff and swole. It's to increase my basketball strength and my vertical leap, and all that has been improving. That's why I'm doing so well in those categories there. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Not to become like this big buff YouTuber or anything like that. Not the goal. It's purely for basketball strength. Let's see, maybe one or two more questions and I'll go here. Plant-based people wearing animals. Yeah, even if it's something from the past, you probably shouldn't wear it in the sense that it gives the appearance that you support the industry that produced that product. And that's the last thing vegans want to do. I see you want to reuse, recycle, give it to someone else. It's already been made. Just don't promote it and you're wearing it. That's my personal feeling on that. Calisthenics, no, not really. It's of course I did them when I was forced to, like in school and stuff like that, but not on my own. No, I have my own kind of exercise routine I got going on. Anyway, yogurt, yeah, Werner, yeah, Angie's got some of that vegan yogurt. I think you spelled it the way it's spelled there too. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I should get going. It's been about 2 hours, and Angie needs me to restart our routers to get her back on the internet so she can keep on working and stuff. You guys have been a really great audience, and I want to thank you, Race Lover. Thank you so much. you and Byron. Even though Byron wasn't here today, he'll probably end up watching this somehow. So thanks to both you guys. But big kudos to you, Race Lover, today for being such a great moderator and just keeping this chat lively and let a few trolls sneak in as long as they play by the rules, which means don't be a dick, be respectful, and you know, fantastic job. And again, to all the people that gave super chats, and Aaron gave another one here. So thanks again, Aaron. Look on Twitter for your thank you at Happy Healthy Vegan. So follow us on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, Instagram. Angie posts all kinds of great pictures of the delicious food we eat all the time. That's Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. Follow us there. And if you're fans of our music, look for Love Spirals Official on Instagram and YouTube. Love Spirals Official. You'll see more updates of our music gear, our progress on our album, us doing stuff in the studio here musically on our work on our album. So check that out. So yeah, look for tomorrow's video. What we ate in a day as vegans. You'll see all the food we ate, all the training I did and everything. So yeah, check that out. And you'll get to see some of the weird little animals that come around our house too. That's kind of cool. So anyway, guys, thanks. And yeah, until next time, guys, let's keep it carb, guys. Keep it carb. Bye. Much love.